Twilight Zone Tuesday, Season 1, Episode 16, The Hitch-hiker. This episode opens with Nan Adams getting her tire fixed. She is driving across the country and she just had a blowout. Not for her hair, for her tire. And the guy that's fixing her tire says that she never should have survived because of how fast she was going. She sees a guy hitchhiking, which for some reason really freaks her out. And the guy that's fixing her tire does not see the hitchhiker. She continues driving, she continues seeing the hitchhiker, and she continues to be scared of the hitchhiker. She stops at a diner to eat, and she asks the guy working there if people usually hitchhike around there, and he has a very detailed response as to why nobody hitchhikes there. And this kind of sets her off. She freaks out and yells, "I hate my car," and runs out. So now she's stopped for construction, and the hitchhiker walks right up to her and asks if she's going west, which she is, and she says no and takes off. Then she's waiting for a train. She doesn't know where this train will take her. Sorry, Inception. She sees the hitchhiker and she goes to take off, but her car stops on the train tracks. This is something I've never understood. I've driven over a ton of train tracks before, never, usually right before the train gets there, but my car has never stopped. Knock on wood. Why do cars just stop on train tracks? I don't get it. She finally backs her car up, and now she is convinced that the hitchhiker wants her dead. Now she says that she is on 3 days and 3 nights of driving. This would make anyone delirious, yes? She runs out of gas. She walks to a gas station. The gas station is closed, but the guy who runs the gas station lives right next to it, and he tells her, come back in the morning. She tells him about the hitchhiker. He says, if he robs you, come back and I'll call the sheriff. He does not give a shit. I have to say, if somebody woke me up in the middle of the night, I kind of wouldn't give a shit either. There happens to be a guy from the Navy just walking around this gas station in the middle of the night, and he says he's going to California also. She asks if she can give him a ride, and of course, he says yes. She wants him in the car to protect her from this hitchhiker, but as soon as this guy gets in the car, he has to take his shoes off, which for me, that would be an automatic, get out of my car. I don't care who wants me dead, you're not going to have your shoes off in my car. She doesn't care. He's acting like a creep to her, for real, and she's just like ignoring it because she's looking for the hitchhiker. She sees the hitchhiker, swerves, and then admits to the Navy guy that she was trying to hit him. Also, he did not see this hitchhiker. So this guy starts to get freaked out. He says he wants to get out of the car, and at this point, this dude has called her honey, baby, and lady twice. So for me, this guy can fuck right off. He gets out of the car, doesn't even put his shoes back on, just grabs them. Seriously, this guy can fuck off. She needs a touch of reality right now, so she decides she's going to call her mom, and her mom is going to help calm her. But somebody else answers the phone at her mom's house and says that her mom is in the hospital because she had a breakdown because her daughter died. She gets back into the car, she looks in the mirror, and in the mirror she sees the hitchhiker, and the hitchhiker says, "I believe you're going my way." Then Rod Sterling tells us she was driving to California, but she didn't make it. She took a detour through the Twilight Zone. I thought this was an amazing episode. Something that was a little bit different about this one was while she's driving, we hear her inner voice talking because it is just her by herself a lot, which I loved it. The scenes of her driving kind of reminded me a little bit of Psycho when after she steals the money and she's off. I did read that originally they wanted this episode to be about a man, but Rod Sterling thought that it would be better played by a female. Totally agree. Always better as a female. Some little fun facts about this: when they were shooting the driving scenes, they took out the back windshield to film her through, and there are some scenes where you can see that it's still not there. I did see also that Alfred Hitchcock tried to purchase the rights to this to make it part of Alfred Hitchcock's Presents, because this was originally a told on radio show. Something that is kind of tragic, the actress that plays Nan, that ultimately finds out that she's dead, Inger Stevens, she once tried to take her own life and then also almost died in a plane crash but survived. So the fact that she's playing someone that is dead is crazy. Make sure to follow me so you can see more about every Twilight Zone episode. If you have any fun facts or interesting things about this episode that I didn't say, please put it in the comments, because we all love the Twilight Zone.